I welcome you all to today's class by Advanced English Language Academy. We're very sorry that we didn't upload video for a very long time. But as you know, that we are all human beings and human beings have problems. They get problems, so we also were busy. But the good news is that we're back and we'll be just in-tuned, we'll be connected with our viewers. And the good news is that the Advanced English Language Academy has uploaded another video for its viewers. So we will talk about a common mistake. Now this common mistake, it is in Asia. Most of the times, almost all the non-native speakers make this mistake. I have heard very good speakers who make this mistake. And again I say that these mistakes are bound to be there because we are not native speakers, so there should be someone to correct us. So I'm here to help you people. It's not a kind of teaching, but I want you to pay attention to one of the mistakes that we people make in our daily speaking. And obviously when we speak this kind of English with native speakers, so it doesn't make a good impact. It makes a negative impact. So let's take the class and let's talk about the common mistake that we make. I have heard so many non-native speakers. I don't know who is he. Now look at this structure. I don't know who is he. That's a wrong sentence. How is it a wrong sentence? Because if you look at the sentence, I don't know, it's a statement. And statement is always positive. So when you use this structure, who is he? So again you formed a question, because normally when we use a helping verb after WH questions, I mean why, where, when, how. When we use a helping verb after WH questions, so they form a question, they form an interrogative sentence. Now if you look, my statement, I don't know, it's positive. And in the positive statement, I'm asking a question. Now it's a wrong sentence, because you look at this, it's a statement, I don't know. I just want to say something positive. My aim is to use a positive sentence. But here I made a question. Who is he? This structure is taught when teachers teach us narrations, but they don't tell their practical usage. They don't tell us that how will we use this structure when it comes to our daily speaking. So you can take it as a tip for narrations, direct and indirect speeches, but my aim is to improve your speaking. So I want you to overcome this mistake. I want you not to make or repeat this mistake in your speaking. So for example, if I ask someone, who is he? Who is he? So I ask him the question and he wants to reply me. He says, I don't know. Now he shouldn't repeat the question that I used. For example, I asked you the question, who is he? So you will not ask me a question, you will tell me something. And when you tell me something, that should be a positive statement, that shouldn't be a question. Because the answer of a question is not a question. For example, I ask you, who is he? And you also say, I don't know who is he. So that's wrong. Because here you formed a question. Who, WH, and is a helping verb, and then you have used the pronoun, so it's a question. Now the answer of a question cannot be a question. For example, I don't know who is he. That's wrong. Why? Because who is he? You also asked a question while your aim was to state something. So what you will do, I don't know who he is. Now when we took the helping verb to the end, or that's not a helping verb here, I'm sorry, it's a verb. When we took verb to the end, so what occurred? A statement occurred. The question pattern got broken. Now we have to break the question. For example, I want to state something, so I'm not here to ask you a question. I don't know who he is. Who is he? Again you are forming the question. Someone has asked you the question and you are answering with the same question. But when you say I don't know who he is, so you stated something. Here you wanted to use a positive sentence, and here too you remained positive. So the sentence I don't know, it's the clause that's also positive, and who he is, it's also positive. Here there is a problem. The first clause, I don't know, it's a statement or it's a positive sentence. Who is he is a question. Now the person asked you a question, you can't ask the same question from that person. Look at the second example. I don't know what does he do. So obviously you just see what does. After WH there is does, a helping verb, okay? Or after WH there is a verb, and when after WH there is a verb, so it forms a question. So if you say I don't know what does he do, so again the same example, I ask someone what does he do, so he or she will not tell me I don't know what does he do now, because when he or she says I don't know what does he do, or he or she is asking me the same question. I don't know what does he do, what does she do. That's a wrong thing. Why? Because when I ask you a question, you will state something, you will tell me the answer. I don't know, so the first clause is the answer. But when you look at this, what does he do? So the structure, what, then helping verb, and then subject. This structure forms a question, and when this structure forms a question, so your answer is wrong. And even if you are speaking, nobody has asked you a question, you are speaking, I am talking to someone, so I shouldn't be using this structure while telling something. When I mean a positive sentence, so I should use positive clause in all the sentence. Just I don't know what does he do, I don't know. This clause is what? This clause is positive, and what does he do is interrogative. So now that's not something that that's not a correct sentence. I know what does he do. That's wrong. I know what he does. I know what he does. Now we broke the pattern of the question because we wanted to state something. So I know. I know. So when you say I know, it's a statement, it's positive. And when you say what he does, so automatically we broke the question pattern into a statement. Now she knows where does he live. That's again just you ask someone where does he live, and I tell you she knows where does he live. So this person shouldn't ask me the question, he should tell me something. And when he says she knows where does he live, so he's also asking me the question, he's repeating question pattern in his sentence. But when he says she knows where he lives, so he stated something. So that's a common mistake that non-native speakers make. Wish you would have enjoyed today's video. If you are confused or if you have any problem, please share in the comment section. And if you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.